Every single question you ask ChatGPT costs about half a liter of water. Not electricity, water. Actual drinkable water, gone, just to cool the servers that answered you. Now multiply that by the billions of AI queries happening every single day, and you start to understand a crisis almost nobody is talking about. We obsess over whether AI will take our jobs or become too smart. Meanwhile, in the background, it's quietly drinking entire cities dry. And by 2030, some researchers say AI's water footprint could rival that of an entire country. Let's talk about the side of AI nobody wants to show you. Here's what most people don't realize. AI isn't just code running in the cloud. It's physical. It's steel, concrete, servers stacked in massive warehouses. And those servers get hot, really hot. To stop them from melting down, data centers pump in millions of gallons of water every single day, just for cooling. One large AI data center can drink as much water as an entire mid-sized city. In the US alone, data centers already burn through billions of gallons a year, and that number is projected to multiply several times over by the end of this decade as AI training and inference scale up. And it's not just water. The electricity needed to run these facilities is climbing so fast that if data centers were a country, they'd rank among the biggest energy consumers on Earth. Producing that electricity often requires even more water. So you've got a double hit, water to cool the machines and water to generate the power that runs them. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable. A lot of these data centers aren't being built in places with water to spare. They're being built in Arizona, Texas, the American Southwest, regions already gripped by drought. Local farmers and residents are fighting for the same water that's being funneled into cooling server racks, and in many cases, tech companies are getting tax breaks and priority access while local communities get restrictions on their own water use. Think about that. A single facility can consume as much water as tens of thousands of households, while nearby residents are told to cut back on watering their lawns. And this isn't just a local problem. It's becoming a global power struggle. We keep hearing that AI will help us solve climate change, optimize resources, build a smarter future. But the infrastructure behind that AI is doing the opposite, accelerating the exact resource crisis it's supposed to help fix. The US and China are pouring billions into data center expansion, racing for AI dominance, with barely any public conversation about the environmental cost. Water and energy are quietly becoming the new oil. Strategic assets nations are fighting to control. And for developing countries being courted with promises of investment and jobs, there's a brutal trade-off looming. Welcome this infrastructure, or protect your water supply. Right now, you often can't do both. So is there a solution? Companies are experimenting. Closed-loop cooling systems that recycle water instead of wasting it, treated wastewater instead of fresh water, even relocating data centers to cooler climates near renewable energy. These ideas are real, and some are already working. But here's the problem. AI demand is growing exponentially, and these fixes are scaling linearly, at best. Right now, innovation is losing the race against expansion. What we actually need is transparency. Companies disclosing exactly how much water they use, real environmental impact assessments before facilities get built, and regulations that reward genuine sustainability instead of speed. Here's the part that really gets me. Most tech companies don't actually publish exact water usage numbers for their AI operations. They'll happily tell you about their carbon neutral by 2030 pledges, their solar panels, their tree planting campaigns. But ask them exactly how many gallons of water went into training their latest model, and suddenly the answers get vague. Researchers have had to estimate these numbers themselves, piecing together data from utility filings, leaked reports, and environmental permits because the companies themselves aren't required to disclose it. That silence is telling. If this was a number companies were proud of, they'd be shouting it from the rooftops the way they do with every other sustainability metric. The fact that water consumption stays buried in footnotes and permit applications tells you everything about how uncomfortable this truth really is. And it's worth asking, who actually feels this cost? It's rarely the tech executives approving these projects from an air-conditioned boardroom 1,000 miles away. It's the farmer in rural Arizona watching his well run dry while a data center a few miles away pumps millions of gallons a day. It's the family in a drought-stricken town being asked to shower less, while a facility down the road is exempt from those same restrictions because of a deal cut years earlier. This is the uncomfortable truth about most environmental crises. The people who benefit from the technology are rarely the same people who pay for its hidden costs. And because AI feels invisible, it lives in the cloud, it doesn't feel like a factory or a power plant. Most of us never connect the dots between the question we typed and the well that just went dry 3 states away. Here's the twist that makes this whole story even more frustrating. AI could genuinely help us manage water and energy more efficiently. Smarter power grids, better drought prediction, optimized irrigation for farmers, even leak detection in aging city water systems. The technology has real potential to fix problems far bigger than itself. But right now, the way we're building it is undermining that promise before it even gets the chance to deliver. We're burning through the very resource AI could help us save, just to build the AI in the first place. A tool designed to create efficiency, built through pure inefficiency. That contradiction sits at the center of this entire decade of tech, and almost nobody's saying it out loud. So next time you ask an AI to write your email or plan your trip, remember that convenience has a physical cost, paid in water, in someone's backyard right now. AI's intelligence isn't free, it's thirsty, and the real question isn't whether AI will change the world. It's whether we'll build it responsibly before it drains the one resource we can't live without. What do you think? Should tech companies be forced to publish their water usage? Drop your take in the comments, and if this opened your eyes, subscribe. Because this is only the beginning of the story nobody's telling you about AI.